Are we children or are we adults? And are we going to focus on solutions and building up this country because we need to heal, but we need to heal in an aggressive manner. Picking this Band-Aid apart, picking this wound of racism, this wound of Jim Crow laws that our grandparents dealt with, real racism. You're going to tell me in this day and age where I can ride in the front of the bus, where I can go get food in a regular place that a white person can, where I can use the same drinking fountains that you can, where I'm not a slave or I'm not raped every day based on the color of my skin. You're telling me I don't have the same freedoms as anybody else? You're telling me this is a slave racism society like it was 100 years ago? That's a slap in the forefathers' face. In the people that fought for freedoms, for civil liberties. Frederick Douglass, if he were alive today, he's one of my all-time heroes, Republican, by the way. If he were alive today, he would be absolutely disgusted with what people are whining about that they call racism. Racism is when you put the superiority of another race over another. Has the president done that? Absolutely not. Has he disavowed racists multiple times? Yes. Has he said God created us equally and we're unified as one America? Yes. Has he called out the scumbags that just keep popping up in the media? Who's giving them a voice? Has he called them out? Yes. And he's been forced to multiple times because they keep bringing up this subject. And he does it willingly. But if you keep telling me in my face, are you a killer? Are you a killer? Are you a killer? I'm eventually going to say, you know what? I'm not even going to keep saying that anymore. I've already answered that. And he still continues to answer it with grace and sophistication. And I do believe our president is one of the strongest leaders. And I'm a fan. You don't have to be a fan, but I've seen him and I've looked at what he does. I've listened to him speak in person. I've watched multiple speeches. I haven't just looked at the headlines. And I believe he's the best man for the job. And he's doing the best he can. And he's doing a damn good job. But if we keep allowing race baiters in the media, in the news, and celebrity Hollywood to control our narrative, we're going to go down like a sinking ship. And we will be faced with a race war. But it won't be our race war because us Americans, we don't care about race. True Americans care about hard work and solutions and helping each other. But the media is going to keep hyping it. Celebrities are going to keep hyping it. And you're going to see more and more violence and you're just going to have to turn off the TV. And honestly, I don't watch TV anymore. I get my news from social media and that's the place where it's most positive. So I'm sorry that I have to say something so negative. I'm sorry I have to be so upset about this, but it's righteous anger, and I hope that you stand with me, and I hope that you feel the same way, because this needs to end. These race relations in America are awful, and it's not our fault, but it's the fault of the media. I blame the media 100%. They're pushing this narrative. It's a hell in a handbasket. The earth is going down. Godzilla is attacking us. End of the world scheme. And it's fake news. So absolutely. So let's see what we can have as solutions. And I want to take a couple questions from you guys before I end off today. But we definitely need, how can we change the narrative? Somebody asked. The way we change the narrative is speaking up, first of all, and not keeping the narrative going that they've put out there. So if they say Trump is a racist, don't keep repeating that. And I don't even want to keep saying like he's not a racist because I don't feel like I have to keep defending him. I think it's obvious and it's common sense, but some things have to be said. And some of us in the forefront in the media, like myself, are going to keep fighting that fight. But you don't have to defend him to your friends. Don't be the one that has to awaken them. You don't have to fight anymore to those people because I feel like it just takes up your energy and it's exhausting. Speak to those who will listen and respect you. If they're asking sincere questions and they actually want to know, answer them. But if they're fighting with you and poking you like a bear, say, listen, I don't have to stand for this. I believe in our president and that's it. And walk away. Just walk away because they're going to show themselves. The people who are really negative and are violent and are hateful are going to show themselves to be negative. And just block them in real life. You just walk away from them. All right, what else is happening here, you guys? I love you guys. God bless you. When did you make the MAGA video? I did that about a month ago. It's been out for a month now. That's right. Trump is not a racist. That's right. To Cool Joy, Trump repeatedly disavows racism, but media loves Antifa. That's very true, unfortunately. They love the fight. We love you, Joy. Somebody said he's not a racist, but he's ignorant. Well, that's your opinion. You have a right to say that. At least you see he's not a racist. And ignorance and prejudice are not the same as racism. I don't believe Trump is either of those. But, you know, we all have our ignorance. We all have our prejudices. I mean, I've had prejudices where I see somebody wearing something and I judge them based on what they're wearing. You know, oh, that girl must be stuck up. She's got a Prada purse. I mean, it's not real, but you know, we all have those things. And then you talk to them and you go, oh, I shouldn't have been so judgy. We all have judgmental things, and sometimes color comes into play, or the way people look. I mean, for us to believe that we all just love each other 1,000% and never judge anyone is being very hypocritical. So we do have judgments, and we do have these little things in society, unfortunately, but to blow it up and say that we're a racist society is a slap in the faces of people who fought for civil liberties, real civil war, where people actually died for freedom, for Black Americans in this country, and for many other Americans, for Jews in this country, for the Irish in this country, for Asians in this country, the Chinese in this country. I mean, there was incredible racism back in the day where they would have doors, things on the front of their doors that would say no Jews, no Blacks, no Chinamen. I mean, they used to, no Irishmen, no Italians, no WAPs. I mean, we all have ancestors that have been prejudiced against. And if you're an American in this country right now, I'm sure somebody in your families have had some sort of prejudice against them. But to use it as an excuse and say it's now as bad as it ever was and it's worse than it ever was, are you kidding me? Do you not read the history books? I have so much freedom today. I don't have to fear for my life walking down the street. I'm a free, confident, happy woman in America. God has blessed me tremendously. And there is so much to the American dream. And I'm living the American dream, and you can live the American dream. It's fully alive. There's so much love out there. Don't listen to the lies. I hope that this message empowers you and doesn't make you feel downtrodden. But it does have to, yes, I am a Jesus believer. That's right. But we have to know that it is not as bad as they are telling us. Don't believe the lies and don't believe the hype. And just make sure that you go outside, you take a walk, you look with your own eyes at the truth. You pet some dogs, you watch some cat videos, you know, you go to a spa, you go take a bath, you go eat some good food, go get ice cream with the kids, go play sports, go to the gym, go shopping, do something that makes you happy, exercise your freedoms, go to your church or synagogue or chapel, go pray with some people, go sing, do something that makes you happy.